And now,
breaking news.
Ahoy, the news.
News
from the Weird
Wire.
news from the Weird Wire. It's funny, we're talking about turtles. Have a lot of turtle stories here this summer.
we have.
But we start with raccoons. A Wisconsin home became the unwilling site of a live-action Sly Cooper adaptation after it was overrun by mischievous raccoons. Wausau Police Department reports in a Facebook post that it responded to an unusual home intrusion where it found multiple masked suspects inside the house and 2 more loitering on the roof. They were on the lookout, almost taunting the responding officers. No arrests were made, the tongue-in-cheek post continues, but the raccoons did receive a firm warning to vacate the premises, which was largely ignored. Post concludes with tips to avoid such situations in your home, including securing trash cans and pet food and sealing access points.
I get a story where you have one raccoon who's being mischievous,
Yeah,
but to have 2 in the house and 2 on the roof, that just seems
they're organized.
strange.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
Like
out
what's going on in Wausau, Wisconsin, where the raccoons are.
organizing.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're just like, hey, if we travel in packs, we can cover more area. We'll split it up. And I'm sure they're all those raccoons are shocked how people are like not sealing, probably leaving certain doors open. Obviously, got in the house.
It's Wisconsin. Everyone's leaves their house unlocked in Wisconsin.
Darn raccoons. They're cute, though. Nobody wants to be stabbed in the back, but a stab in the front is no picnic either. A recent case published in the National Library of Medicine details a 44-year-old patient dealing with discharge from his chest. That's just bleh. Upon examination, it was discovered that the otherwise healthy man had a knife blade still stuck in him after a stab wound 8 years ago.
I had to do some digging to see where this could possibly happen on this
Detroit?
planet.
Is it Detroit?
He's
Chicago? Washington, D.C.?
not from here.
Yeah. Oh, not
Tanzania.
Oh. I mean, how?
And I'm just going out on a limb here.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've ever said pus discharging from his chest
Yeah.
on this program.
The man went under a procedure to successfully remove the knife and had an uncomplicated post-operative recovery. Uncomplicated. Don't they normally say recovering well? Well,
Not in Tanzania, evidently.
right. Because you're like, well, here's the deal. You're still alive with that in your chest. You know, there's no guarantees if we pull it out how things. You could die of sepsis, whatever. I'm just teasing. I'm sure they have great hospitals in Tanzania.
Evidently not. The knife blade's still in there.
Well, they were still working on stuff 8 years. My thing is, did he get stabbed and it broke off? So he went in for the stab wound. They stitched it up. They didn't even realize. They probably didn't have a.
Perhaps
Hey, let's
do
take an X-ray of
X-rays.
that. See if you cracked a rib or something. Well, I'm sure they were like, did it hit his heart? No? Oh, okay, great. He's still breathing? Everything's good? Yeah, here you would have had a couple X-rays.
Can you imagine you're a doctor somewhere on the planet and you subscribe to the National Library of Medicine and they send you your monthly magazine and you're like, huh? He had a knife in his chest for 8 years?
Right? How do you not, like, was he sick the whole time? A big old bump there?
How do you not sneeze at some point? And
That pops out?
or it does hit your heart.
True. I mean, that guy's had a rough 8 years. Started with getting stabbed in the chest with a knife that wasn't very good because the tip broke off. Poor guy.
Note to self. Add Tanzania to the list of places Schultze will never go.
Yeah. Our final story. A tortoise was apprehended by police, and it definitely wasn't for speeding. Ohio's North Canton Police Department reports that it responded to calls of a large shelled reptile roaming through the yards and into the roadway. Officers arrived and discovered that a giant turtle, clearly out of place, the North Canton Police Department writes in the Facebook, with care and gloves, Officer Lewis safely captured the turtle, temporarily detaining it at the community gardens, and then turned it over to the Stark County Parks District. They confirmed that the turtle is not native to the area and will assist in finding a proper placement for our unexpected visitor. Now what do? Because remember we've learned that you just can't have a turtle, just any old turtle. If your state doesn't allow it.
Well, why is my only question if Officer Lewis put the turtle in the back of the squad car or the trunk?
Well, I'm
I
surprised.
don't think he'd put it in the passenger seat up front with him.
When it's come to lassoing animals here for the last few months, law enforcement hasn't been...
It is a turtle.
Right. Well, I know, but they've been eluded by a lot of creatures. But they did snag the turtle. One try. Zebras, ostriches, peacocks, pigs.
All right, next question. Why'd they take it to the park district?
Well,
Animal control, perhaps a zoo?
right?
Those parks people, they know all about turtles.
Here. Well, that's not a turtle we have in our area. I'm sure that was a big deal to the community garden. Well, I guess you would think that a community garden would have a pond.
And evidently a cop and a turtle.
Maybe it's not a pond turtle. They say tortoise or turtle. They said turtle. It's a turtle. And that's the scary part. Turtle. Causing all the commotion.
Do you stop and swerve and
Yeah.
tend to avoid turtles?
You bet.
I don't know that I've ever swerved to avoid a turtle.
Oh, you should.
Well, in driver's ed, they told me never swerve.
Slow down. Be aware of areas that have turtle crossings. We should have some turtle crossing signs.
No, we shouldn't.
Yeah. It's like this area is known for turtle crossings and when they're hatching, laying their eggs. We put the road there. They've been doing that forever. That's enough turtle talk.
Till tomorrow.
Right. We'll have another turtle or tortoise story for you tomorrow. That's news from the Weird Wire.